Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ethan Kramer. Well, we are in some store for some brutally cold temperatures, and they're already happening right now and over the next few days, which called for our First Alert Storm Team to call a First Alert Weather Day for tomorrow and even on Monday. For more on that, here's First Alert Storm Team's Jonathan Palmatier. Jonathan.
Yes, Ethan, we are experiencing the throes of winter this evening, that is for sure. We actually have a extreme cold warning that is in effect for every area you see on that map there shaded in purple. That's going to be in effect until noon on Tuesday. Wind chills could be as low as -55 for some folks near the Canadian border. Most of us going to see those wind chills between -40 to -50, as if that's much better, and that frostbite can occur within as little as 5 minutes during these brutally cold conditions. So make sure to cover any exposed skin if you have to be out there for any period of time. Already in Fargo, 12 below, feels like 30 below with that wind out of the northwest, about 14. And a similar story as we take a look up in Grand Forks, also sitting at 12 below, also sitting in that wind chill of 30 below. And those temperatures and those wind chills really only going to continue to go down as the night goes on. Right now, our cold spot has been Langdon at 20 below right now, 17 below in Devil's Lake, and we're looking at 13 below in Detroit Lakes. So it's cold no matter how you paint it, no matter where you go. And sorry, let me just back that up there real quick. Just want to point out the wind chill index is going to be anywhere from already -30 to -40. And yeah, it's just a cold night out there, Ethan.
Yeah, no, brutally cold temperatures. Jonathan, thanks. Well, it's a good idea to keep that VNO weather app handy for forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download it and use it for free. Just search VNO weather in the App Store today. Well, as Jonathan just talked about, another blast of winter weather is expected in parts of the U.S. in the coming days, including bone-chilling wind in the northern plains and unusual snow and ice in the Gulf Coast area. Now, cold weather forecasted for Monday for Washington, D.C., which prompted President-elect Donald Trump's inaugural ceremony to be moved inside. Now, Trump's inauguration is set to happen in 2 days, and with that has come marches across the country. Here in Fargo, there were organizations that held events for individuals pushing for support and human rights and reproductive rights. Valley News Team Sarah Prey spoke with some of those individuals and has a story.
People should have their reproductive health care rights.
With just 2 days away from Trump's inauguration, marches have taken place across the country.
No justice!
To take a stand for human rights and, furthermore, reproductive health care rights. Gatherings to support those messages are even happening here in Fargo.
Trump has not been a great leader since he was elected the first time. I don't believe in what he stands for, and I think we don't share a lot of the same views.
The day of action started with a march at Veterans Memorial Bridge in Fargo. That took place for about an hour, but while people were taking a stand outside, if they preferred, they could come over to Brawlhalla, warm up inside, and write letters to legislators.
As well as send thank you notes to abortion clinics in our region.
ACLU North Dakota, Prairie Abortion Fund, Planned Parenthood, and Prairie Action Network have teamed up to create this specific day for people to take action.
I have a lot of friends that live in North Dakota and other places where abortion is very restricted and regulated, and I believe that everyone should have access to safe abortions, and just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's going to stop.
Those that were present at Brawlhalla did not back off when it came to how they truly felt about the Republican Party.
I think that a lot of the people in the Republican Party have proven that they would rather choose hate over love and kind of use violence to enact to get what they want, and I just don't believe in that.
It's a pretty closed-minded way of thinking.
In Fargo, Harrison Prey, Valley News Live.
Now, there were also other rallies that took place across the state in North Dakota, in Jamestown, Grand Forks, Bismarck, and Minot. Well, a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel will go into effect Sunday. Thousands of Israelis rallied in Tel Aviv's Hostage Square. As you can see that scene on your screen on Saturday, hours before the Gaza ceasefire between Israel and Hamas was due to start. In a national address 12 hours before the ceasefire was to start, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the country was treating the ceasefire as temporary and retained the right to continue fighting if necessary. He claimed he had support of U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. Well, President-elect Trump says he will most likely give the popular social media app an extension, TikTok, to 90 days to avoid going dark. On Friday, the Supreme Court upheld a law banning the Chinese-owned platform on national security grounds. CBS's Ali Bowman has more.
In case we only have a few more days together on this app, thank you.
Serial scrollers are saying goodbye to TikTok, even posting tongue-in-cheek messages to their, quote, Chinese spy. Friday, the Supreme Court sided with government concerns about national security and unanimously upheld a federal law that would shut the app down unless its Chinese owner sells the platform by this weekend. For many users, going dark would impact their bottom line. Oxford Economics estimates the total value of TikTok to its American users at $117 billion a year.
Without TikTok, we honestly would not be doing what we are today.
Food critics Audrey Jongans and Meg Radis of the VIP list say they make 6 figures through their TikToks.
TikTok just has such a broader audience than any other social media platform.
It's the algorithm. Like TikTok is just, it's so niche. It's where you can be fearlessly authentic.
Many users are already moving to other platforms like RedNote, also Chinese owned. University of Colorado professor and TikToker Casey Fiesler.
You can try to reconstitute a community on a different platform, but it's always not going to be exactly the same.
Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
Well, check this out. 2 West Fargo police officers received the life-saving award after their quick response. Officers Tyler Todd and Skylar Angelis were dispatched to a medical call for service involving an unconscious person. When the officers arrived, they assisted with CPR and other life-saving measures. The quick response resulted in the person regaining a pulse and was transported to a local hospital. Also, check this out. The Hope Incorporated Hurricanes junior sled hockey team will play against UND on Wednesday. The Hurricanes hit the ice for practice this morning as they prepare to face off against the number 14th ranked college hockey team in the country. The Hurricanes have won the last 2 meetings versus the Fighting Hawks and hope to make it 3 straight. For many members of the team, this is a chance to play against some of their biggest hockey heroes.
I've liked them ever since I was little when they won the national championship here in 2016, and yeah, I've just been a fan. And now that we get to play and share the ice and have a little sled hockey game, it's going to be great, and I'm looking forward to it.
Now, UND and Hope Inc. will face off at 5:30 Wednesday night at the Ralph. Tickets are free. However, attendees can make a Goodwill donation to Hope Inc. Well, it's a good idea to keep that VNL News app handy for breaking news right at your fingertips. You can download it and use it for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store today.
And taking a look at wind chills out there, already 30 below in the valley, but those 40 below wind chills lurking off to the west. I'll be timing out this Arctic blast and what's to come afterwards in the full forecast just ahead.